Looking for something fun to watch? The KJ Today Show has you covered. We're bringing Hollywood to Indianapolis and positive vibes to our community. It's pop culture, people to know, and pets. Watch it happen live Wednesdays at 7 on YouTube or catch up on demand. Welcome to the KJ Today Show. We are fired up and ready to bring you 60 minutes of the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets. I can't take you guys seriously. Get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us. Also joining us tonight, we are going to have a huge star from Star Trek. Jonathan Frakes is going to be joining us, answering your questions about Star Trek. Let's see, Scene and Nerd podcast already chiming in. He's two take Frakes. Is that he must?
I don't know what that means. Maybe I guess he can always do it in 2 takes.
Well. Then he and I have something in common. I wish I had known. I also do everything it tops 2 takes. That's why we do the show live, man. Then I don't have to do any takes.
Yeah, that's why.
Also joining us, Henry Simmons, who was Mac on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to talk about his new project. We have a dog named Goose coming up in the Pet of the Week. And hello to everybody who's checking in. This is an interactive show. If you're joining us on the PopCon network, welcome. We're going to be talking all about PopCon and the big announcements in case you missed it last night. And we want you to be a part of what we're doing. So please comment like everybody else. If you're seeing those crew numbers that are popping up, you say, how do I get a crew number? Go to kjcrew.com. Yes, Bonnie, you are crew number 25. You can sign up, kjcrew.com. Comment, interact, share your thoughts. Subscribe on YouTube. Last week, we surpassed the big milestone of 500 subscribers. I think we're at like 534 now.
Come on, guys, get us there so YouTube will give us money.
Yes, please. And of course, we have What's Poppin' in Pop Culture coming up with producer Johna. We also have Don't Screw the Krew, which is another way that we reward you for having a crew number, which is drawing a number and playing a trivia game so that you can win fabulous prizes. And this week, those fabulous prizes include my book and our new Storms and Melodies t-shirts. Was there something beeping, John?
Yeah.
Do you want to go see if the house is on fire while I show you? Check out the shirt, guys. These are the Storms and Melodies t-shirts. I washed it like 3-4 times and it still looks fabulous.
Maybe Patches is like preheating the oven or something.
I think it was the dryer.
Oh, okay.
So we do the show from our
washer,
house.
Yeah, my bad.
Patches, is it time to go fold your clothes?
Oh I'm out. Sorry.
I literally
Have a good show, guys.
I literally was like, am I just hearing noise or what's happening?
Listen, man, I wasn't screwing around when I was like, I'm laughing, but I'm like, go make sure the house is not on fire.
I don't smell any smoke, so I think it's fine.
All right. So we got 60 minutes to get all of that goodness in here. Michelle, crew number 3, checking in. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Rebecca says, I'm still reading your book. Thank you. We'll talk more about the book, Raised by Cats, Behind the Mic and the Meows. Oh my gosh. But first, guys, we've got mail.
I love mail.
We've got mail. Are you ready for this? All right. Here we go, guys. It's time.
I got to get my typewriter out.
It's time for Dear KJ, a favorite segment here on the show. All right. From Sheila. Dear KJ. Thank you. I can't hear Patches. I can't hear your typewriter, Patches. Thank you. Thank you. Dear KJ, to be honest, I didn't know if I'd like your show because I follow you mostly for your cats. I am having a lot of fun watching though, but was wondering if you could add a little kitty cam into the show so we can see the real stars. Thanks so much. Love, Sheila. All right. Well, this show is yours. You ask, you shall receive. For starters, there's
Aw.
Melody live in Studio B with producer Patches,
She said,
clearly bored with us.
she said, I'm sick of you guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, if all you want is a couple seconds of some positive vibes and then you want to move on, introducing the KJ Kitty Cam.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good, good.
I can't. Those two are the perfect ones to form an alliance.
I'm telling you, I'm living for the shorts right now, the YouTube
I
shorts.
can't.
So if you do subscribe to our show, know that you're also going to get shorts like that. Do you want to what? I've only seen it like 80,000
I've only seen it-
times.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good, good.
And Malcolm is the ringleader, of
Yes,
course.
and that is like accurate. I feel like they have that conversation every single day.
Right? Oh my gosh.
We will bring you just a little quick kitty short every week. KJ Kitty Cam, now officially a part of the KJ Today show. So again, you got suggestions for the show, you got questions, reach out. If you go to kjtodayshow.com, you literally are going to find Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like everything. Contact us, like you name it, you can find us. But I know you're not necessarily here for us. You're here for the fun of the positive
Nobody cares
vibes
about us.
that comes from pop culture, people to know, and pets.
Yes.
And mostly you're here for Jonathan Frakes and Henry Simmons
Right.
tonight. I get it.
I would also be here for them. you
I
know?
get it.
I get it.
But first, we got to get to what's popping in pop culture because there's a lot popping. What's popping in pop culture with producer Jonah? Woo!
You know
Yeah.
what? Sometimes I'm just glad that my name doesn't start with a P, honestly. Like, I'm just super glad that my name doesn't start with a P because it would just be so many plosives.
Oh, it's
Explosives.
explosives.
Plosives.
All right, what's popping?
All right. Well, today, the greatest day ever. The new Santa Claus series is on Disney Plus, the one with Tim Allen, and I'm very, very excited.
It came out today.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here?
Look, man, I don't know. Look, I'm not in charge here. I would have been like, yo, let's take a break and watch Tim Allen, but it's whatever.
All right.
But I'm very excited because the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies are my fave. Patches, you're muted.
Always
sorry.
Patches.
I know,
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
good.
Get it together.
I'm
Patches.
still a little.
Go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead, producer Patches. Over to you.
Is this the one that Peyton Manning has a cameo in?
Yes,
Like
yes.
auditioning.
Yeah,
Okay.
to be
All
Santa
right.
Claus.
Does?
Yeah.
Yes,
In the
he's a-
preview,
he's
there
a
Peyton Manning
beautiful
auditions
Cupid,
to be
so
Santa
yes.
Claus.
Oh my
It's so
gosh.
funny.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure whatever they put in the trailer is probably the extent of what Peyton is in the movie, but
Probably.
still.
It's a TV series, actually.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all about Tim Allen, Santa Claus, retiring, and he's auditioning people to be the new Santa Claus.
Nice. What else is popping?
Sad news. All the sad news.
Oh no.
Liam Hemsworth is going to be replacing Henry Cavill in season 4 of The Witcher, as we are all very depressed about it. I know I am.
Were you?
It's just a stark difference between the two, and I can't do it.
Well, so
I'm not a huge Liam fan, also, so why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
He doesn't do anything for you?
Henry Cavill, though, that's my man.
Hello.
I love him. Ding, ding, ding.
I am just curious. Are they going to do the soap opera thing? Where it's just like the opening scene, they say, The Witcher will now be played by Liam Hemsworth.
No.
And then they make no
Probably not. They're probably just gonna be like, all right, there's Geralt, and then what's your name, Siri. I don't know if she's still on the show. I'm not caught up, but she's gonna like, oh, Geralt, and he's they're two completely different looking people.
It's very weird.
It makes me very upset, but
very strange.
It wasn't my decision, but I know Henry Cavill most likely is leaving The Witcher because he's going to be Superman again. So
yeah, I mean,
which is lame. Okay, Superman can wait. Okay.
Agreed.
DC sucks anyway.
Hey! Now, Superman. He is a good Superman.
I know. I love.
Give him that.
I love Superman.
All right. What else is popping?
Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan said that there is this is just a rumor, but it has been semi-confirmed by Jamie Lee Curtis, that there are some serious talks about a Freaky Friday sequel with Lindsay Lohan. And I am so excited. That's literally the only thing I got, was that Jamie Lee Curtis was on the red carpet for the Glass Onion. Not the Glass Onion. What's that movie that she's in?
I don't know.
She's in something. And she was on the red carpet and she was like, yeah, we're in serious talks about it. And I was like, yes.
Well, I
love that movie.
That's awesome, because I know that this started with just sort of a comment that she made of like, yeah, I would love to do, another movie. Mm-hmm. That would be fun if Lindsay was up for it. So clearly then there were some conversations that were moving in that direction.
And I mean, Lindsay Lohan said she was down for it. I mean, she is back acting now. So, I mean, because her movie on Netflix, she's clearly acting now,
she's got the Christmas movie out, right? Oh, yes. Oh, man. I love it.
This is so exciting.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I know.
All right. What else is popping?
All right. Let's just say that Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, made $181 million in the U.S. this weekend and $330 million worldwide.
Oh, not shocked.
I'm not shocked either, but I hear that it's amazing and that you're like crying like as soon as it starts.
Don't worry, we cannot spoil it for you. We
haven't seen it.
We haven't. We were not feeling well over the weekend. We had a sick household, so there was no going to see Black Panther. Wah, wah, wah.
We're gonna go.
We are.
We gotta go.
Yes.
I need to cry. I need a real good cry, and I feel like Black Panther is just what I need.
I agree. Now listen, there was some really big news in pop culture last night.
Oh wow, I must have missed that. Will you please elaborate?
I will. Last night, we were live on the PopCon page, which you might be watching the KJ Today show on right now. Thank you. PopCon's Facebook page and YouTube, announcing some big news. We've been telling you to save the date for PopCon Indy 2023. It is the 10-year anniversary of PopCon. It'll be at the Indiana Convention Center, August 25th through the 27th. And we announced some guests last night. Would you like to talk about it, Johna?
Can you put up their pictures so I can be excited? Because
I can.
I like watched it. Well, I listened to it from your living room because I couldn't watch it on my phone because Patches had it going in the kitchen. And I was going to watch it on my phone, but there was a lag in the audio, and so it was going to bother me, and I didn't want to turn my audio all the way down.
That is
like a whole thing.
That is like a really, really long explanation. You
tell me who's coming to PopCon, KJ. Jeez.
Well, here at the KJ Today show, we are incredibly excited that James Marsters is coming to PopCon.
I'm so excited about this. So excited.
You know that his character of Spike was supposed to be a one-off. It was,
I did read that somewhere, but he's so good.
So good.
He's so good.
So good. And then
we have to ask him about the bleach in his hair.
Oh, we do. You know what? We have to, because we just asked Tom Felton last week.
We have to see how much bleaching was going on in the 90s and early 2000s.
We'll ask him, because Tom Felton was very specific. He said every 9 days they were bleaching his hair. So, I want to find out from James Marsters how much bleach
he got like all of his hair. So like,
yeah. Well, and he played Spike for so long between Buffy and then going into Angel for that last season. I mean, I just want to know, does he have any nerve endings left in his head? I mean,
guess what, you guys? James Marsters is coming to PopCon, so we can ask him.
All these awkward questions. So excited.
Also coming to PopCon this year, cannot believe it, Patrick Warburton is going to be here.
Yay!
You're a huge fan of Family Guy.
I love Family Guy. I love Patrick Warburton. I also love him as Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. and Kronk's new groove because he's just so funny. Also, I was telling my sister last night that he also is the guy who is the narrator for the Lemony Snicket's live action TV show that's on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then of course there's Rules of Engagement and Seinfeld.
God, he was
and
so good on that show. God, I
All
love
the
that
things.
show.
so good. Super
I can't wait.
excited.
I'm so excited.
Super
honestly,
excited.
My
Yes.
favorite cameo of his, I just got to say this, was in Get Smart, where he was Jaime, the android robot at the end, and he stapled a piece of paper to David Koechner's head. That was, my name is Jaime. I will call you.
We're gonna have to get. I've watched that movie a gazillion times, and I'm
my God,
not
it's
recalling
one of my
that
favorite
moment.
cameos. It's right at the end. It's one of the best cameos ever because he just looks so good, and he's so Patrick Warburton.
There are a ton of guests coming. We're just getting started with PopCon. We've got some Power Rangers already announced. Freckled Zelda, do you remember her from America's Got Talent? She made it really far. She is a perfect guest for PopCon because she's cosplay, she loves anime, and she's a performer. She's working on a new single now.
I was gonna say, from that picture, it looks like she's a singer.
Yes, she is. She's an incredible singer, and she's never been to the Midwest. She has like 8 million followers. Wow. And she's done like 2 cons in California. Man. So
she's not ready for the Midwest.
Getting her here is going to be a big deal. We're telling you this because this is going to be a great gift for the holidays. And you can get weekend passes for PopCon. Because it's the 10th year, they're doing a weekend pass special through the end of November that you can get the first year pricing for the 10th year anniversary.
Oh, man.
So,
wow, where do I get these tickets,
You
JJ?
can go to popcon.us, Jonah.
Thank you.
And by the way, later in the show, second big announcement from PopCon. We are not done yet, my friends.
Doing all the things right now.
They are. It's like it's Christmas already.
Christmas time.
We love it so much. Okay, and speaking of PopCon, our next guest was a guest at PopCon. I actually talked to him. He was here several years ago. It was the PopCon before COVID, right? When we got to have guests. 2018?
Yeah, it was 2018.
I think that was the year you met John Wesley Shipp.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Oh, thanks for reminding me about that, Patches. It was such a good time.
So Henry Simmons is coming up from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Jonathan Frakes is coming up from Star Trek. But before we get to Henry, we're going to toss it over to Patches to give a little love to our sponsors that keep this thing going and tell you about another exciting announcement, a party that we are having. Take it away, Patches.
That's right, KJ. The KJ Today Show is proud to be part of the 20th anniversary of a band that brings all the positive vibes to our community, Living Proof. Join KJ. That's right. Join KJ and the crew on Friday, November 25th, Black Friday, for Living Proof's 20th anniversary party at Britain Tavern. The evening will include an opening set from Legacy members and party into the night with the current band members.
Ooh. KJ's yours is so funny.
I'm telling you, at some point it'd be nice to have, a staff that does it, but I'm always going to have to be able to sit here and make silly little graphics.
Oh my gosh.
It makes me so happy.
So you mean I just get to work off all the turkey and stuff that I eat the next day at the party?
Yes.
Go team. Can't wait.
Absolutely. And Leonard from Living Proof, who is the most positive vibes person in the world, is going to be in our local spotlight here with us next week.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love Leonard. He's a nice guy. On
our Yellowstone special, which will also feature the Yellowstone cast from PopCon. Oh my gosh, it's all coming together.
It's like we planned this or something.
It is. All right. So Henry Simmons, former guest of PopCon, may be coming back around. He actually, when we talked, he like lit up when we were talking about Indianapolis, and he was like, I remember that con. Like, you guys were so nice. That whole city was so nice to me.
You know, he's a handsome man. Of course, you got to be nice to him.
So coming up, we do talk about his future in the multiverse with Marvel. But he is on a new show, and man, he is so passionate about this show. It is called Cherish the Day, and I'm just going to let Henry tell you about it.
Cherish the Day is very different from anything I've done. You mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and, you know, the other projects I've done, I've used my fists a lot. It's one thing I've noticed. I've been a lot of action, a lot of aggression. This one is completely different. It's a love story. It's starring myself and Joy Bryant. And it's really just two people that their love it didn't work out the way they wanted to, and then 30 years later they have a second chance. But now, you know, they're more mature, but now they have their lives set. I have 2 children. I'm going through a divorce. She has her career. And although the love is there, can these 2 people make it work?
That is the question.
It's one of my favorite tropes in romance is the second chance. It's one of my absolute favorite tropes. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch it. Hey, KJ, I'm going to watch it without you because I know it's going to take us forever to watch it. So I'm just going to watch it without you.
I know. We had made a pact that we were going to, well, at first we thought it was a movie. So we were like, we're going to sit down in the basement some night when Patches wants to watch, you know, Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football or wrestling or something. And we're going to sit down in the basement. He's going to make us dinner and we're going to like eat our feelings and watch this. But it is a series. So it's, and I think that new episodes are coming out every Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to have to catch up with that. I did notice that he talked about, you know, this whole like lost love thing from high school. And I feel like maybe I put him on the spot a little bit by asking that question. Henry, did you have any, you know, life experience to play off of? Was there, you know, a high school love that got away, or someone you like, reconnected with later in life, and were like, well, wait, we were cool in high school, but we're so different now?
Honestly, no. For me, pretty much, I'll just be honest. In my relationships, you know, they all have been over for a reason. That's how I look at it. And there's for me, there was never any looking back. I always look forward. And thank the Lord that, you know, I continue looking forward because now I have my wife, who is the best thing, one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I have my 2 kids. So yeah, but there was nothing to pull from that way. No, it was just really just imaginative. But, you know, I mean, in the story itself, I just feel like if there's love, I think the thing that would be really sad is if love that was still there, but lost. You could not, and 2 people wanted to make it work, but it's just lost. And that would be really, really unfortunate. So I guess that's what drove me in this story.
It would be so sad if love was lost.
That man got me crying. I'm just over here just sobbing. Oh my God. You can just tell how much he loves his wife too. I'm just like, oh, stop it. I can't wait to watch this show. I'm so excited.
So, and I'll put the entire interview up on the KJ Today YouTube channel. There's actually a playlist of celebrity interviews that are longer and unedited than what you get here on the show.
They are edited. They are just not cut up.
They're not cut up. You're right. They are edited. Yeah. Because inside, we're on a phone line, right? And there's a delay. So Johna has to go through, because both of us in the beginning, we're like, boop, 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 like a Zoom call where it's like we're talking over each other.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. And then it's like, you can tell like there's a moment where both me and the guest are like, I need to pause before I answer the question. They're still talking. So when Henry and I were talking, it actually was, I caught up with him a couple of weeks ago. And so Black Panther Wakanda Forever was not out yet. So this is a conversation about the possibility of the multiverse and Marvel and excitement for Wakanda Forever. Can you please ask him, with the multiverse being all crazy in the MCU, if there's any chance we'll get any more Mac, or if he would like to revisit Mac's story?
Oh, good question. In terms of that's a very good question. Thank you for that. In terms of multiverse, I'm not sure. That is something that the heads of Marvel have to figure out. I don't know if they want to revisit that, but that's for them. For me, absolutely. I would revisit that character. I loved playing that character, and I loved everything, how noble he is, how he fights for the people that he loves. It would be a dream for me to have my character in Wakanda fighting alongside Black Panther. That would be absolutely wonderful. I would love that.
Oh my gosh, I would love that too. Are you excited for the new Wakanda Forever movie coming out here in just a few weeks?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I can't wait. Look, it incorporates. Everyone loves Black Panther. I do too. But I read comic books when I was a kid. I was in the Marvel, and one of my favorite heroes was Namor, the Submariner, and to see him now on screen in a story I already love, I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to be there the first weekend.
And man,
I
like, if you want to love him more, just like listen to that, man.
The quote from KJ and Johna after talking to Henry Simmons, man.
We love this guy.
It's just so great when you get to talk to someone and then you realize, like, some people are just playing a character, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I'm in the Marvel, man.
He said, man, I want to be in the multiverse, okay? Henry, I want you in the multiverse, okay?
We do. He was such a fabulous character. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was such a great show. If you didn't catch up on that, that is a binge you want to do. If you got time over the holidays, put it on your list. We've still got Jonathan Frakes coming up. And Bonnie agrees, put more S.H.I.E.L.D. characters in the MCU. Fact. I'm telling you, like,
bring Coulson back.
Yeah. Jonathan Frakes, by the way, everything tying in here together, actually directed some of the episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, KJ, this is all just tying together.
I know. It's our own little multiverse going on here. It's all coming together.
Y'all want to know anything about people in media? It's the little things. When stuff just connects so perfectly. Oh,
yes.
Kiss.
Yes, but well, because we've had shows where things didn't connect, where it was like, we're doing a show. How do I connect that I've got Bob Costas on the show and the guy from the Umbrella Academy and this comedian from New York? Like there's no connection there.
Somehow it all works out.
Tonight's show is just like it's all connected.
All simpatico.
Yeah, I love it. All right, and speaking of, again, Henry Simmons has been to Indianapolis, a guest at PopCon. Now PopCon is growing. We've got Don't Screw the Krew coming up next, and then we've got Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek. But first, I am so excited. I got the goosebumps from last night's announcement. I want to share it with you. The second biggest announcement in the history, in the 10 years of PopCon. For those of you who are listening to the show on Spotify or Apple, you just got a whole bunch of music and no announcement.
It was good music, though. It was real good music, I'll say.
PopCon is expanding. PopCon is going to be in Louisville.
Woo!
We are so excited. So excited.
I'm going to cry.
I know, right? June 16th through the 18th. Save the date. We are going to be there. The whole KJ Today show.
So you're going to see us twice in 1 year.
Coming at you. Jim, he says, thank you for bringing PopCon to Louisville. I can't wait. We can't wait either.
I know, we're so excited.
Patrick began the first time we ever stepped foot in a convention was in Louisville. And there's nothing like PopCon. So the fact that we are going to bring the convention that we love so much to the town where it all started for us, and it's PopCon, just cannot wait. So stay tuned as we announce more guests for both PopCon Indianapolis and PopCon Louisville.
Patches, your mic was muted.
Patches, we just can't hear you anymore. You don't turn your mic on.
I was just wondering if you actually called me Patrick.
Did I?
Which I think you did. Yeah.
Roll it back, please. Can we roll the tape back?
Fix
Is this
that.
a progressive commercial?
Fix that and edit it.
Am I running a fever? What's wrong with me?
I got to faint.
All right, guys. Jonathan Frakes coming up. But first, we have got to play everybody's favorite game. Don't screw the crew. Come on, guys. Say it one more time with some enthusiasm.
Okay.
Don't screw the crew. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are playing Don't Screw the Crew for crew member number 72, Michelle. She is a crazy cat lover. She's a big active member of the KJ's Cat Club, which is my group on Facebook. If you love cats, join me and Michelle. And tonight we are playing a perfect prize pack for Michelle. A chance to win my book, Raised by Cats, Behind the Mic and the Meows, and the all-new Storms and Melodies t-shirts, which are fabulous. I sure hope that we win, guys.
It's the rock and roll kitty cat for me. And the very aggressive confetti coming down.
Right? It's like, yes, you are going to win this cat prize pack. By the way, my books and the t-shirts are on sale on my website. If you go to raisedbycats.com, and buying the books and buying the t-shirts on my website will benefit Grateful Rescue and Indie Neighborhood Cats.
How do you keep all your websites straight, man?
So if you go to raisedbycats.com, it's going to take you to the KJ Today Show website.
Okay.
But people forget. So it's like raisedbycats.com. It'll get you right there. You get a signed copy of the book if you order through the website. I actually write you a note and wrap it up and put it in and take it to the mailbox for you.
Wow.
Such a nice lady.
I do. You guys, we don't have a crew. You're our crew.
You're not wrong.
The KJ crew is you. We don't have anybody else. If you'd like to work for us, please put it in the notes when you sign up.
I'll see if I can get Socks to learn how to wrap up books. I'll see if I can get his little paws to do that for you.
Did you guys know that Jonathan Frakes is coming up on the show from Star Trek?
What?
I know. Amazing.
I'm shook.
Amazing. All right. So we are going to play a quick trivia game. Don't screw the crew. It is 3 questions. All right. I ask the questions. Producer Patches and producer Johna answer the questions. They get 2 out of the 3 right. And we don't screw the crew. What are you guys?
Oh, sorry.
If you get 2 out of 3 right, we don't screw the crew. Okay. All right. This is for you, Michelle. We're going to try not to screw the crew. Okay. Who's up first?
Johna is up first this week because we would have lost if she wasn't last week.
Okay.
That's a fact, Patches.
All right. Johna, question number 1 category is music.
Music.
What 90s grunge group sang the song Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Nirvana.
Woo!
Man.
Oh, man.
That hurt my insides. I was like, Did you hear the question mark after it?
Yeah.
Look at Patches.
Nirvana.
You okay over there, Patches? I got it right.
Patches hates Nirvana
This
so much.
show is
Patches,
about positive vibes. This show is about positive vibes, and I'm not going there.
Wait till after the show when he talks
Yeah,
about Nirvana.
tune in.
Yes.
Let's Cooking with Patches and the Cats, and you'll actually hear what I think of Nirvana.
The What's Cooking with Patches and the Cats official KJ Today show after party is going to be Patches spewing a bunch of venom about Nirvana.
and it's only KJ's fault because she elected to put that as a trivia question.
Ooh.
All right, Patches, I find random questions. It just happens. It just happens. It was the random question that came up, and I was like, "Hey, Patches is going to be so mad."
I am thankful, and I feel so happy and positive that Jonah got the answer right.
Okay, all
Thanks,
right,
Patches.
all
feel
right.
Very loved and supported.
We only got to get 2 out of the 3 so that Michelle wins her prize pack. And I mean, what you got? Like, she really wants to win this prize pack. We're excited that Cat is to have a
little kitty cat
Raised
is so
by
excited.
Cat's book and a
Aggressive
KJ
confetti.
t-shirt. Okay. All right. Question number 2
Please
goes
be a
to
Red Book
producer
crush.
Patches. Patches.
Yes.
The category is pop culture.
I'm screwed.
Chris Evans is currently filming a new holiday movie for Netflix with The Rock. What is it called?
I have no idea.
Oh my God, can I steal, please? Oh my God, can I please steal? Please let me steal. I want to steal.
I think this might be the second ever question we are gonna.
Oh no!
Red rum. I mean, what's happening here?
Red rum.
I mean,
close. It's red.
It's red wine.
Red wine. Red wine. We've talked about it on the show, man. Come on. Thank you, Bonnie, for correcting me. That's sexiest man alive, Chris Evans.
Facts.
Okay.
Patches.
Well, good news, guys. You only have to get 2 out of 3 because we know positive vibes doesn't always mean you're perfect. 2 out of 3, and we still have a chance to make sure that we don't screw the crew. Question number 3 is open to either producer Johna or producer Patches, and our category is sports.
Oh, I hate sports. Patches, this one's all you, baby.
In what city do the Raiders play their NFL games?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Thank you. That is correct. Congratulations. Michelle wins. And it was another successful round of Don't Screw the Crew. Yay. Jonah is taking her notes to make sure that we mark down that crew number 72, Michelle, has won her prize pack. I will be sending that out, writing a nice little note to you, Michelle. I'll find out what size t-shirt you want because I'm the kind of person that, wants to make sure that we don't just send out a bunch of XLs. Right. All right.
Yep.
We're 9-0, Patches. High five.
All right. Nice work, guys. So freaking proud of you. Did you guys know that Jonathan Frakes is coming up on the show?
What?
Wait,
I'm
what?
Serious.
No.
What? Serious.
I
don't think you're. I think you're fibbing.
No.
She's a fibber.
It's happening.
Hey,
it's
KJ,
happening.
you don't have to lie to be cool. We all love you.
Right. We still love you no matter what.
Dude, I feel like now you're lying to be cool.
Maybe.
Don't we all lie to be cool sometimes?
I mean, yeah.
I feel like we do.
All right. Patches, will you tell everybody a little bit about the book that Michelle just won while I get ready to welcome Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek to the show? Thank you.
I absolutely would, because you can get a signed copy of KJ's book for that cat lover this holiday. Order KJ's new book, Raised by Cats, Behind the Mics and Yows, from raisedbycats.com. So you can also get a signed copy, and that is also the fastest shipping. Also available online from Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, or Amazon. But guys, you can shop local and pick it up at Hampton Design Studio and Shop in Irvington.
You just killed Jonah.
I was like choking on my spit over here. It's just the way he said meow.
Meow.
And the
Sorry,
meows.
that was my inner super trooper. Like
that's
part.
new.
Sorry.
That's KJ's new promo for her book.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And the meows.
You know, Amazon says that I'll sell more books if I put a video up with my listing on Amazon. So I feel like that needs to go up, and then boom, we're like from number one new release to bestseller.
It's number one on Amazon.
Right there, you go.
All right, so you guys, I don't know if you know this, but Jonathan Frakes is on the show.
What?
Jonathan Frakes from
KJ,
Star
I just
Trek.
don't believe
I know he's here. Now I do. You know, we're all about the positive vibes, and when Jonathan and I were talking, I knew that we were going to be talking about something serious, and then we were going to get to the fan questions. Jonathan called in to talk with me about his mission to make people more aware that it is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. And he is working with a group called PanCan, and actually encouraging people to share their stories of early detection and surviving cancer, because it's so important that we do more research and help everybody. So, you know, when they reached, the producers reached out and they're like, would you like to talk to Jonathan Frakes? He wants to come on and he wants to, you know, spread his story and share the message about making sure that people know it's Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. I'm like, dude, I'm the Cancer Sucks girl.
Right.
I do the Cancer Sucks party. Like, yes, absolutely. So before we get to your fan questions, I am very honored to welcome Jonathan Frakes to the KJ Today Show as he shares why this is so important to him.
25 years ago, my wonderful brother, Daniel, who was my dear friend and roommate, and turned yellow. We took him to the hospital. They opened him up. They closed him up, and they said, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. He has 6 months to live. And then 5 months later, he was gone. He was 41 years old.
Wow.
Ironically, the same week that our daughter was born. So, and at that point, there was a 4% survival rate for pancreatic cancer. On the other side of the coin, dear old friend, cohort, Kitty Swink, and her husband, Armin Sherman, who are part of our Pancreatic Trek Against Cancer team. Kitty Swink is an 18-year pancreatic cancer survivor, which is unheard of. So we celebrate her and the hope that she gives us and the hope that she gave me and my mom. My mom would often ask, how's your friend Kitty doing? And there's something about her survival that helped deal with Daniel's loss. The good news and the bad news is the survival rate now is 11%, which is certainly better than when Daniel died, but nothing nearly close to what we need. So if your fans and listeners go to pancan.org, which, by the way, is a very user-friendly website, I'm telling you that as a Luddite, and help us out so we can raise some money to do research for early detection, which is essential, obviously, from the story I just told you, and for better treatment options.
You know what I love so much about Star Trek and the cast is that they have created this, not only this wonderful show that obviously has amazing messages and making humanity better, right? But they actually live it.
Yeah.
Right. They're all out there doing good things, trying to, you know, make the world a better place. And I think that's why the show has lived on the way that it has, is because all of these cast members have recognized what the show meant to people and have taken it upon themselves to say, I have a platform, I can make a difference with what I did here. So again, if you are interested in learning more, PanCan is the organization that Jonathan is working with. If you have a story to share, I would love for you to let us know in the comments, because we would love to encourage you and support you if you have something similar that has happened to you. And we're all about making sure that we take care of our community here.
Yeah, and I love that, like, it's a simple website, PanCan, right? It's
Yeah.
super simple, and and for some reason, like, was it Destiny's Child or Beyonce? It's like, you pan can, like, let's like, remember that
That's
old
where you
song?
went with this.
Yeah, that's where I went. I have no idea why. I'm all over the place tonight, and I apologize. But yeah,
That was not what I was expecting.
Honestly, I thought Patches was gonna come in here with some super like heartfelt, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, no,
He said
Beyonce.
He's like, I love that
You
website
pan,
because it's like, you pan, you pan.
Are those the actual? I don't think
All
those are
right.
the words to the song, Patches.
I don't even know, but yeah.
I don't either, but PanCan needs to use that song.
I'm gonna cut that out and cut that clip out and send it to Jonathan Frakes. Be like, here you go.
I was like
Yep,
sitting
here's an idea
here
for you.
going, okay, so how do I go from like that like serious topic and that like he had to dig deep, right? And in the full interview that you'll get this weekend when it goes up on the KJ Today YouTube channel, you actually hear more. Like we had a much longer conversation about his passion and trying to honor his friend who passed away.
So passionate.
But I was like, how do I go from this to like,
you got Patches.
okay, well, let's talk about Star Wars or Star Wars. Oh God, slap me. Harry, I slapped myself. Talk about Star Trek.
You want me to Gibb smack you in the back of the head?
I actually did hit myself pretty hard. So you're welcome. You're welcome, you guys. I did.
So
I
we
hit
have video
myself really hard.
we have video proof that I
Definitely
did
Civil
not
War
beat
for
her because
sure.
she bruises very easy.
That's true.
Well,
That's
she's got
true.
a lot of hair though, so if I hit her in the back of the
No,
head, it's not.
I hit myself right here. Look, it's red. You can see where I hit
like
myself.
exactly point in case.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's going in the Civil
All right.
War.
Do you guys know that?
Sure.
Do you guys know that Jonathan Frakes is on the show?
We're doing
What?
so good at
Jonathan
making ourselves
Frakes
look great.
from Star Trek is on the show, and I know
derailed.
that you want to talk about Star Trek. So let's get into
You
it.
sure it's not Star Wars?
Jonna,
Is
you're
it Trek
getting the
Wars?
next smack. Okay.
You can't hit me. I'm a child.
Next question. Fan question from Carl for Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek. Carl wanted to know, we've loved Lower Decks and wanted to know how fun it was for you to play this sort of over the top version of Riker.
That's a great question. I loved being on Lower Decks. Mike McMahon, who created the show, he created an atmosphere to do the wildest version of Riker that I could imagine. I just finished directing an episode of Strange New Worlds, in which two characters from Lower Decks, who are, as you know, animated, cross over into the ship on Strange New Worlds. Beck Quaid and Tawny Newsome join us on the ship as real life characters, and it is a wonderful, big swing episode, but a very, very funny and fascinating episode of Strange New Worlds, which is in season 2.
What's it like for you to be able to continue the Star Trek story?
It's an incredible privilege, as you can only imagine. I just finished the first half of the finale of Discovery season 5, and in February, season 3 of Picard, which includes, as you probably know, all of us from Next Generation, will drop February 16 on Paramount Plus. Season 3 of Picard is, well, if you're a fan of Next Gen, I think it's must-see TV.
So excited. Next Gen was my Star Trek. I can't wait. And I don't know if anybody, you may know, but I wasn't sure when I was talking to him if they had announced that those Lower Deck characters were going to be transferring over to Strange New World. So when he was telling me that, I was like, that's news to me. I mean, I guess he didn't. I mean, he's saying it, so if it's not supposed to be out there, he said it.
Right. It's his fault it got leaks, not ours.
And so we wrapped up the conversation. I always love to talk to the Star Trek people about the Orville because it's such an interesting dynamic. There are fans that are like, don't you dare call the Orville the Star Trek we should have had. But like, there's like a huge division.
So aggressive.
And so it's like, well, you're actually like, you're a Star Trek guy and you're directing the Orville. So clearly, like, I feel like you're okay with it, right? So final question did come from one of you who were like, hey, I think it was Kevin, who was like, hey, you know, he's directed a whole bunch of the Orville. So ask him to talk about, you know, Star Trek versus the Orville. Switching over to the Orville. What was it like for you to be a part of that? And I hope we're getting more.
The Orville is in season 4, I believe. Seth MacFarlane was such a massive Next Gen fan that in the beginning of his first season, he hired Robbie McNeil, who's a friend of mine, who's a director who was on Voyager, and Brandon Braga, one of the writers, Marvin Rush, who was a cinematographer, myself, James Conway, another Star Trek Next Gen director. He was attempting, and I think successfully, to create a show that felt like Next Generation. And I think people thought it was going to be nothing but funny, but it ended up being a very pithy, layered, fascinating show that has a massive following. And the Orville is essentially another Star Trek. The MacFarlane secret sauce on it.
I got to let you go because I know you have so many other people to talk to today and spread the word about Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you for all you're doing, Jonathan.
Thank you. pancan.org.
You guys, Jonathan Frakes was on the show.
He surely was. And he did great.
Yes.
The fact that KJ kept her cool the entire time, it's amazing to me.
I was like this the entire time. Like, he's like, yes, KJ, and let me tell you. And I'm like, over here.
She's like over here sobbing. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to Jonathan Frakes right now.
If they put me on like video with these people, they'd be like, okay, KJ doesn't get to do interviews. She is a clown, a straight up clown.
I just love that he loves Seth MacFarlane, and I love that Seth MacFarlane is such a huge freaking nerd.
Yes.
It cracks me up that he is such a big nerd, because I mean, he does all of the Star Wars with Family Guy. He has the Orville, and I mean, he, helped with Bill Nye, The End Is Nigh. I'm just like, bro, you're such a nerd.
I know.
It's so awesome.
It really is. It really is. So, this weekend we'll get the entire interview with Jonathan Frakes up on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe, youtube.com/KJ Today. We always like to wrap up the show with a positive note, and there is nothing more positive than pets. Cute, adorable pets. And so that is how we enjoy wrapping up the show for you. And then, of course, there's the end credits, which I always just get all giggly and silly while I make those. So end credits, pet of the week coming up.
Can I just point out real quick, just the way the logo is set up? Like Chris Evans has your animation face over your shoulder.
That's true.
That is just absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I didn't turn the camera this way. There you go. Sorry about that. There we go. And it looks like Socks is over here boozing during the show. I'm going to leave it that way.
Something's got to keep him going during the show.
I'm sure he's not the only one boozing during this show. All right, guys, before we get to the pet of the week, this weekend, a very special event. There are still some tickets available, and the KJ Today show is a big part of the charity classic for Grateful Rescue. Here's a little information, and then we'll be back with the pet of the week. You're invited to the Skyline Club for an evening benefiting Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary and the Invited Employee Care Foundation. The annual charity classic at the Skyline Club is raising the roof this year with music, auctions, and a beautiful 4-course dinner featuring creations from a variety of chefs around Indy that you won't want to miss. Reserve your spot now for this special evening featuring MC Patty Spittler from Pet Pals TV. Call 317-263-5011 or go to gratefulrescue.org. And I hope to see you there on Saturday night. Yes, go ahead, John.
So,
yes,
you're gonna raise the roof, huh?
Hey, I didn't do it.
I love it. I saw it on there, and I was like, well, "Does that say rough?"
Yeah. Roof, raise the roof.
I love it.
No. Oh man, this is just like it's a fantastic segue. Thank you, Johna. As things continue to flow on the KJ Today show tonight, we've got our pet of the week, which is what's that?
What'd you say, Badges?
All about the flow, just working it.
Ironically, you interrupted the flow by saying that. All about the flow. All right. The pet of the week is a dog named Goose, and I am thrilled to introduce you to Goose tonight, the pet of the week, powered by Storms and Melodies. Goose loves nothing more. Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted. Hang on. Oh, yeah, it is. Hang on. Let me fix this. Got to go back to the beginning, Johna. I knew as soon as we did it differently, I was going to screw it up. I knew it. It was
so good in rehearsal.
When I teased the hang on just a second. There's Goose. Anyway, let's talk about Goose. Enough about my mistakes. Let's talk about Goose. Goose loves spending his days sleeping in Denise's husband's office while he works. He likes to go for rides in the truck. He loves yogurt, wearing bandanas, specifically dinosaur ones that he picked out, and he does tricks. Check it out.
Goose. Good boy. Goose, ring the...
Get the bubbles, Goose. Sounds like Darth Vader spitting bubbles.
We're going to McDonald's. Would you like to go to McDonald's? Do you want me to order it here on my phone? Okay. You could just push this button right here for me.
I also love French fries from McDonald's, Goose.
Right?
Goose also loves his big sister Ducky and does annoy her quite often. Aww. And he does, in fact, really, really love his McDonald's French fries. So
don't we all?
Thank you to Denise for the pet of the week. Follow along with my KJ Today show. Follow along with, did you mute me, Patches? Why'd you mute me? Patches, you're screwing up, hitting buttons. Follow along with my KJ Today Show Facebook page, and I will ask you for a pet of the week very, very soon. It's all going downhill. We're just waiting to get to what's cooking with Patches. I did actually get to hang out with some cats who are up for adoption. Johna, you cannot adopt these cats. Last time I did this, Johna brought a cat home. So
look what happened. He's at home running my life.
Yes, he is.
He is
and
the
these
best.
You adopted Captain Socks from Arpo, and the kitties that I got to hang out with today for Grateful Rescue TV. We were filming for the episode that's going to air on the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Cordelia and Astra, and they are ready to be loved. And they are ready to go home together. They're a bonded pair. So if you could take these beautiful little kitties, you can go to adoptarpo.org to find out more about them. And I will let you know again when you can watch Grateful Rescue TV. That's the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
I can't go from 1 to 3. That's too many.
It's a lot.
I mean,
it's a lot.
1 is already a lot. 3, I feel like, is like a lot for me, for a person who can't really take care of herself.
Oh, no.
So, like,
No, I don't disagree with you. Yeah. Coming up next week on the show, we have got the Yellowstone cast. Yay! Denham Richards, Ian Bowen, and Jefferson White. You will see my interview with them, the panel that we did at PopCon. Mm-hmm. And remember that we have got 2 PopCons now. PopCon Louisville just announced June 16th through the 18th, and PopCon Indianapolis, August 25th through the 27th. Tune in next week for our wonderful Yellowstone show. Leonard from Living Proof will be in the local spotlight, bringing the fun. And also, we've got a giveaway next. It's not next week, 2 weeks away. We are going to be giving away tickets to Cirque Dreams Holiday, Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yes, coming to the Marat Theater at the Old National Center December 3rd and 4th. 4th. We're going to give those tickets away during the season 1 finale on November 30th. So make sure you get signed up at kjcrew.com.
I want some tickets to that. That looks fun.
Well, I don't think you've signed up for the crew, so you can't win.
Gosh. And I should be number 1 for the crew. Should have signed up.
You should have,
It's
but
fine.
you didn't, and here we are.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Did you guys know Jonathan Frakes was on the show?
Did you know that Henry Simmons was also on
He
the
was
show?
also on the show. Oh my gosh, what a show!
There's been so many people
What
here.
a show! Did you know producer Patches was on the show?
What?
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God.
KJ, did you know that this was your show?
No, it's definitely not. It's your show.
It's really Chris Evans' show. This
It's
is just
totally
another
Chris Evans' show.
reason for us to talk about Chris Evans.
It really
You're
is.
not wrong.
All
You're
right, here we go, guys. The end credits. Head over to Facebook with us for the exclusive KJ Today show after party. What's cooking with Patches coming up in just minutes.